Plaintiff Naveed Hassan says he first met the defendant when he saw a cloud of smoke coming from behind a tree on their college campus. And that's when he noticed the defendant smoking marijuana. Naveed and the defendant became friends and eventually roommates, but he's suing him today for property damage and medical bills. Defendant Theodore Kramer admits that he's known as a wild guy who likes to party. And one time he even streaked around his block naked. Theodore insists someone else damaged the apartment that he rented with Naveed, so he refuses to pay for anything.
Tell me what happened.
I met Mr. Kramer when I started college 2 years ago. How it started was I lived in the dormitories, and there's a quad right in front of him there. I walk outside, there's a tree with smoke coming out of the back.
What college do you all attend?
Indiana University. I attend Indiana University. He attends a local community college.
Okay.
He used to attend Indiana University.
All right.
All right, so I walk outside, there's a bunch of smoke coming out of the back of a tree. I just wanted to go check out what was going on. Went there, Mr. Kramer is smoking.
He was smoking the tree?
No, he was smoking trees. He was smoking trees. It was a very large marijuana blunt.
Is that what they call it?
He,
Sometimes they call them trees. Yeah. Don't play crazy much as you have in the past until I stopped you. Go ahead, sir.
He thought I was an RA or something, resident assistant, and he just immediately dropped it and kind of ran off. I picked it up.
You picked it up and smoked it.
Yeah. So then he realized that, we could be friends, so that's when our friendship started.
Question, see, folks don't know. Well, some do. What percentage of college students smoke marijuana?
I don't know about college students, but I know our college is probably at least 80% of students.
Most colleges, yeah. Go ahead.
From then on, we became friends. His friends became my friends became his friends, and we started hanging out. But then I kind of noticed some unusual behavior from him during then. I kind of overlooked it. I don't know if I was just naive or, just dumb for a freshman. But
What type of unusual behavior?
Well, just whenever, sometimes in the middle of a conversation, he would just start making random noises, like kind of a dinosaur type thing.
Well, he was doing more than weed. Well, you give me some background on yourself before we get to the property damage. Go ahead.
Well, basically, like you said, I'm kind of known as a wild dude. I've done some pretty crazy things. One time, me and a friend of mine were downtown Bloomington. That's where Indiana University, if you didn't know. And we were running around for a brief, like a minute or so. We were naked running around downtown.
What was
we got
the
away.
purpose
We
of
got.
that?
It was just a rush. It was late at night. We were pretty drunk.
You got a rush from it.
Yeah, I mean, it was...
Run out of weed or whatever other drug.
But anyway, we did that. That was fun, But the reason I say that is because Naveed and I have also done some pretty crazy things. We smoked weed in college, and we were used to while we were studying.
It's still a crime in most states.
Yeah.
Including Indiana.
Yeah.
Did you smoke your way down to the community college, or was it financing, or you had to leave?
Yeah, I definitely didn't do so well.
Go ahead.
And so back to why I'm suing him, is that we signed a lease for an apartment, him and one other student who was my roommate freshman year, and him signed a 2-bedroom apartment. So we had the lease up through August of '09. But that summer in May, both my roommate, the one that's not here, and myself, we were out of the country. I went to Bangladesh, and he went to Croatia to visit our families.
And pick up more weed.
Right, that's true. Bangladesh, I think they might have that heroin.
Oh, yeah.
Or heroin, as they call it in different culture on the street. They call it heroin. But go ahead, that's Bangladesh. They got plenty of heroin over there.
Right, and so we're there, so I entrusted him to watch the apartment. Whatever damages may happen while we're gone, we have no idea what's going on, not really easy to communicate back and forth. So we entrusted him to, take full responsibility of the damages and to sublet the apartment. Did
the landlord agree?
The landlord was aware that there'd be other people involved. So he found someone else, and I don't know who it is till today.
Did the landlord inform you all that all three of you would still be liable, or
yes, she did.
All right.
I mean, she made it, even from the beginning of our lease. That's basically what what we had to assume in our contract when we signed it.
All right.
And when I came back, I was just appalled to find that there's a hole in my wall, a huge just hole in the hallway. my window in my bedroom was completely broken. There's no, I mean, completely shattered. And the carpet was just unrecognizable, covered with paint and burns, and I don't even know what else was just covering that carpet. And it was just a huge mess. And the reason why I'm suing for medical reasons, because that window, I tried just doing a temporary fix to it, but the apartment told me, no, we have to do it ourselves, and we have to do this certain kind of window. So I basically have this cold, air coming into my room every day, and germs and everything during this flu season. And I've been really, last month I got really sick, and I was out of school for about 3 weeks.
How long did you live in the cold?
In the cold since the beginning of the school. Well, the beginning of the year was hot, so I guess it wasn't that bad. But then once it started cooling down, just in the nighttime, it became pretty bad.
And you never considered putting another blanket on you?
No, I mean I did, but still, I mean that doesn't stop germs from coming in. Like things flying into my room and stuff like that.
Let's get to the property damage, sir. How do you respond?
Yeah, I was away for a few weeks in Indianapolis at home over the summer. They were, as you said, in Bangladesh, and then my other roommate was in Croatia. And the subletter was still living in the apartment. And while I was away, apparently he had it was his 21st birthday or something. And
had you agreed to take responsibility for the damages?
Yes. Sir.
So why shouldn't you pay today? It's that weed. There go that weed. The medical bill, sir, I don't see him being responsible for that. You had alternatives. You could have put something up to block the bugs from coming in and then sue him for reimbursement of that cost, not wait and sit around and get sick and say, oh, Theodore is making me sick. And then night after night, you're allowing the bugs come in while you're thinking about how Theodore is making you sick, and you sit there in that cold and,
It's completely
become ill.
I mean,
What?
it's completely broken window. I mean, there's no really fix to it.
I understand,
Yeah.
but you shouldn't sit there. You shouldn't be there. You shouldn't sit in the window and worry about what Theodore just did. Get away from the window. Step away from the window when it is open and subject to make you ill. I'll grant you your judgment for the damages, and that's a total of how much?
That's going to be the $12.15 for total property damage.
All right, $12.15. And he admits to being responsible for the damages and has no real defense. Good day.
Oh my gosh. I guess I'll make the noise. Okay. It's a noise.
I mean, the money is solved, the problem is solved. I wish the medical bills were paid. I mean, in light of all the swine flu going around. But I'm pretty happy with the verdict. Turn another page.
Yeah, let's turn over a new leaf, if you will.
Hi, Judge Mathis. My name is Tiffany. I have a question. My landlord sued me for rent for an illegal apartment. Do I have to pay?
Well, Tiffany, courts do not enforce illegal contracts. Therefore, if it was unlawful for you and your landlord to enter into this lease, the court won't enforce it. However, if the apartment is deemed illegal due to some infraction by the landlord, he didn't fix something that is important, you'll be liable for the rent you promised to pay unless the court rules that the landlord caused the apartment to be uninhabitable, thereby forcing you out.